All right, we're going a-fishing. Fixing to pull out on the public highway, seat belts always. Don't have to do them in a private parking lot, but the public highway, that's a big deal. Wear that seat belt, could save your life. Woo, I'm tired of all this heat. It's done got hot in the south, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna head north. We're gonna go to Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. I'm all pumped up, fixing to get in the old Chevy truck and drive for about 20 hours and go smallmouth fishing, man. I'm as excited as if it is Christmas. This is gonna be fun. We'll hook up with my buddy. We're gonna do some walleye and smallmouth fishing in Wisconsin. So you stay with me. I'm Hank Parker. We're at Sand Bay. We're on Sturgeon Bay in Wisconsin, and we were Dale Stroschein. Say your last name for me.
Stroschein.
Stroschein.
That's close. I always like the way you ask.
I'm horrible. I've been trying to say it for 3 days. Stroschein. We can do better?
Yeah,
say
that's
it
better.
slower.
Stro and then shine.
Stroschein.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've known you for what, 52 years?
It's been a long time.
You ain't even 52 years old. How old are you?
I'm 56. Though.
Okay, I knew you when you were 4. Dale Stroschein, world record holder. That is so awesome, man. You caught that dude through the ice.
Yeah, and let me tell you something.
That is
We don't use a landing net like you guys when it comes to ice fishing, so.
How in the world did you do that?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it was crazy. It was one of those days, I always say it was like Happy Gilmore, you know, or Caddyshack, when the minister was having his best day of golf and it was heat lightning and everything, and he was playing the best game ever. Well, that was this day of fishing. I had iced 5 walleyes prior to this one that were all over 10 pounds, and when this one hit the ice, I went in. Because I was so excited. I knew it was the biggest walleye I had ever caught.
Yeah, it's a world record.
Yeah.
Do you know, we've been doing television, this is our 37th year. Never had a world record holder.
Well,
Yeah, it's a big deal, man. The world record walleye through the ice, man. It's crazy.
And when I pulled him out and he just kept coming, I just couldn't even believe
You
it.
can't lift him.
No, well, you could, but you're gonna be in trouble. But I went down in there, you do whatever you can, really, what ends up happening. And I just went in and flopped him out on the ice.
That is crazy.
And when I saw the size of him, I couldn't have fished anymore anyhow because my body just fills with adrenaline and it was time to go in.
So is that when they came up with the name Wacky Walleye?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's a wacky walleye. To catch a 13-pound, 12-ounce walleye through the ice on 10-pound trolling, that was before the super braids like you have now.
Yeah, and actually that was caught on 8-pound XL. 8-pound XL.
XL.
Yeah.
Well, I hope we catch 2 that big.
Well, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be incredible, you know.
But hey, it's gonna blow, brother.
I know, and it's unfortunate, but the last 2 weeks, honestly, have been what's forecasted. I've been dealing that with on a regular basis, and you know what? I know that both of us are seasoned veterans, so we'll be able to get in the boat and we'll be just fine.
So we're going on Green Bay in 20-mile-an-hour winds to catch a walleye.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, okay. Hey man, I'm a passenger this morning. I like it. I'm riding in a big green boat. How about that? I'm holding Dale up, but our tip for today is we're using 6-pound fluoro, trilene 100% fluorocarbon, 6 pound, and I put it on in my hotel room last night. And so I want to run it out behind the boat. What this does, you let it out with no lure on it and just drag it Takes all the twist out of your line. So I love it. And I'm gonna get all the twist out of my line where I'll have a friendly fishing experience. Trilene 100% fluorocarbon is the greatest stuff that I've used. It's changed everything for me. In the last 5, 6, 7 years, I use it about 70% of the time. But it is not the most friendly line on spinning equipment. But if you will get all this lined out and dragging it behind your boat is the way to do it. And it will get all the little kinks and twist out of your line. It is perfect. Hey, I'm out here with Dale. We're on a famous body of water, Green Bay. You've probably heard of a little football team that came from there. Green Bay, Wisconsin. We're on the bay. Trying to figure out how to do this. My first time ever. My first time ever. It's a bit breezy out here, Dale.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's some weather evidently coming in from South Dakota, so.
When it blows like this at home, they give it a name. You know the difference between a walleye fisherman and a bass fisherman? A walleye fisherman wears his hat a lot tighter.
Well, I'm just glad it's not out of the north.
Ah!
We'll go over there.
I've hung up 3 times. Dale's hung up 0. So that tells me I'm probably dragging the bottom longer than he's dragging the bottom. Just guessing.
I don't think it's the cadence as much as it is just some of this stuff you can't get through.
There he is. There's a fish. I don't believe it's a walleye.
Oh, it's not.
It's a white bass.
Yeah.
How about that?
Boy, you don't see too many of those.
That's a rarity. I do rare things. How about that? I got a bite.
You got a bite. Well.
All right. That's my fish of the day. I love it.
We got to get the green ones.
Hey, I like it. He's kind of green.
Yeah, he is. He got a little green though.
How long's it been since you caught one of those?
Yeah, I've not seen one of those in a long time.
See, I'm special. I told you I was special. Hey, I'm completely out of my element. But let me tell you a lesson I learned. Don't guide the guide. Where we going, Dale?
Fish.
Fish. Do it, Dale. Do it, buddy.
All right.
I get the netting.
Good fish, I think, King.
I was wanting you to catch a white bass. I'm sorry. Get out of your way. I don't want any part of knocking him off.
Oh, he's barely hooked, Hank.
You're gonna be all right. Oh, let him get off. God, I hate it. Oh no, he swam back in. Look at that. Woo! That's what we've been looking for. What is that?
Wow, look at that.
Let me see what one looks like.
Look at that. Man, and he just, I'm telling you what, he meant business when he hit it.
He bit it, huh?
Yeah, there was no question.
Well, mine hadn't meant business. Mine didn't mean business at all. I hate you didn't get you a white bass, but we'll settle for a walleye. Nice one.
Yeah, thank you.
Look at that.
That's what it's all about right there.
Woo, woo, we got one.
Yeah.
No skunking in this boat.
Hank's Show is brought to you in part by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Mercury Marine, go boldly. And by Mossy Oak Fishing. More of Hank's Show coming up.
There he is.
You got him?
What should I do?
What you're doing is good.
Somebody
I've been
help.
doing this a long time, and I gotta say, out of all the anglers in my entire life, I've always been one of your biggest fans, and I've always respected you for your integrity and your family and everything what you do in the industry. You're doing a good job, Hank. You know, you're keeping that rod tip up. You're one of the best, and that doesn't happen too often where you have the integrity like you have all these years. And it's been an honor to spend the day in the boat with you.
Oh, you knocked him off!
It's a nice one, Hank.
Hey, that's pretty good when the nicest guy in the whole industry has that kind of comment about you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a nice fish, man.
Oh, we have a good time. How about that? All right, here he goes. He's going back in the ocean.
All right.
Woo-ha!
Good job.
I caught one. That was fun.
Yeah, now we just need 10 more quick ones.
I like that. Fight quick.
I got one.
Oh, we got another one.
Oh, I'll be.
L-I-B.
Woo! I said, I'm going right back where you were, because a lot of times where there's one, there's two, you know?
Well, you shouldn't have took my spot. I was going
Well,
back.
I went out a little bit further, you know, to your left.
Oh, it was the exact same spot. You got the whole Green Bay, and where do you throw on my spot?
Oh, man, oh,
Oh, don't do that.
oh. I'll tell you what, these are
Pulling fish, I noticed
really respectable fish. Here you go.
that. Oh, he's more than respectable.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Come on, get that arm out there. Get that arm out there. We worked too hard.
Man, I'll tell you what.
That's a nice fish. I like that. Why is your fish bigger than mine?
Yeah.
Home court advantage. You think that's what it is?
Yeah, maybe.
There he is.
There you go.
I think he's a good one.
All right.
You know, I've noticed it's a lot more fun to catch them than it is to not catch them.
Yeah, I was realizing that today too.
I'm glad we agree on that. He's just a Walley, but he's a Walley.
All right, you betcha. Nice job, Hank.
He's a Walley.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we're parking the big green tank, and we're gonna bring out the speedboat, brother. We're gonna go catch us a smallmouth. Gonna be fun. Stay with me, we'll be right back. Do it, Dale.
Oh, forget it.
White bass?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, now you're in the club. I knew you could do it.
Now it's time for Hank's tip of the day.
Dale Stroschein. Oh, I like to call him old Stroschein. He's a heck of a guide, and you know, you learn things as you go. The old tube is the standby smallmouth bait. I love a power tube and rig it up just like I got that one rigged up. That is a deadly, deadly smallmouth combo. But things change and things get better, and you don't think they should get better. Well, I go up and fish with Dale Stroschein, and Dale guides on one of the best smallmouth fisheries in the world in Sturgeon Bay, and he's on the water a lot. I don't know how many days a year, but a lot. He both walleye and smallmouth fish. Probably spend the majority of his time now smallmouth fishing because Sturgeon Bay's just become so famous. Well, my two go-to baits are a tube and a Berkeley flatworm on a drop shot rig. So Dale has about 5 baits tied on, and they're all the little Lil General.
Little General, Little General.
Lil
Lil General.
Lil General.
With a half head.
L-I-L General. Lil General. So we got a kick out of that. But he's caught smallmouth over 7 pounds on this bait. And I noticed, now here's a guy, get the net, that he fishes these waters all the time. He's got all these different rods and reels. Now I got this same bait tied on, just different weight heads. That should have told me something. But at the time, Dale and myself, we're the only ones with the Lil General. It ain't on the market. So they said, well, don't talk much about it because we don't want to get a lot of orders for something we don't have on the market.
Lil General, and that's the Berkeley half head on there.
Ah,
you know?
the Berkeley half head. Look at that. But Berkeley makes this little half head jig, and it's just perfect. And I just took a different color Lil General out of the pack, and I'm gonna rig this thing up for you. And at first, I thought Berkeley could put a little bigger hook in that. So I told Dale, I said, I wish it had a little bigger hook. He said, no, 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 no. The hook's perfect. You don't want a bigger hook, I'm telling you. You get hung on the rocks. He said, some people make a kind of jig head like this with a bigger hook. He said, people bring them up here all the time, they stay hung up. He said, I fish this Berkeley half head, I don't hang up. It's the perfect hook. I like that. Well, it took me about 2 days, and I agree with Dale. It's the perfect hook. You don't want a bigger hook. This thing is just, I don't know what you do to improve it. I would say, from what I see, nothing. But this was the bait of choice, this Lil General. I got one. And we caught more fish on this. I caught a bunch of fish on my drop shot and Berkeley flatworm.
Bit breezy, but I got it.
But Dale caught way more fish than I caught, way more.
That girl.
And this is all he threw. And you see, Dale just kind of wore me out. And hey, that's all he believes in. Lil General. So remember that.
Yes.
It will be available by the time our show airs. It's a Berkeley power bait.
Fish. Oh, golly, Hank, this is a big one.
It's got max scent, and it is a deadly, deadly bass bait, but it's a killer smallmouth bait. Lil General.
Oh, this is a big one.
Oh, let him come off,
Ooh.
Dale. Please don't catch him. Let him come off. It's so much more suspenseful when you let him come off.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, though.
Come on, let him come off. Let him come off, Dale.
I just am not good at this. He's barely hooked, Hank.
You're getting nervous. He's getting real nervous. Look at him. He's nervous. Dale, don't be nervous.
Oh,
Dale, don't be nervous. Did you get him?
I don't know how you guys do that.
We cannot catch a break. I don't know if the wind blows 80 miles an hour every day, but good gracious, give me a break. It is windy, but we're still gonna catch us a fish. Stay with me.
Lil General.
There you go, you got it.
Oh man, look at the belly on that.
No,
Hank.
we're not interested in him. We're interested in this next one that's just sitting there.
Hank's Show is made possible in part by Luz. Feel the difference. And by Minn Kota, TH Marine, Solar Bat, and Talon.
That's a big boat out there.
Oh, fish.
Got him, Dale?
Yes, sir.
Dale, don't get nervous. Sit down in the seat. No, you're not listening. Don't lose it.
All right.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I told you,
That's all right.
people like to see the fish, Dale. What you doing up there, Dale?
I'm completely focused.
There he is. Where you been?
Good job, Hank.
Where you been? Never pays to get angry. What was that, Dale?
I said the viewer likes to see them.
The viewer likes to see them. He's kind of rubbing it in because the way I did him. So, payback. I wasn't planning on losing any because I know how bad it hurt.
Fish.
Do it, Dale. All right, I'm gonna get out of your little spot. Sit in the seat, the hot seat. Whatever you do, don't lose him.
Ooh.
You get nervous?
Yeah.
Dale, don't get nervous. Sit in the seat. Oh, he's a big one. He's a big one, Dale. Don't let him get off. Woo!
Oh.
Look at you. You were so nervous. He's hooked good, too. Dale, you were nervous. I was nervous for you. Look at that pretty
Look at the
thing.
size of that.
That's a
Hank.
pretty thing. You pretty thing, you.
As Jimmy Houston would do.
Oh, Jimmy Houston, kiss him on the lips, buddy. Hey, what a fun time I had with Dale. Dale Stroschein, world record walleye holder through the ice. Can you believe that? But I've traveled all over the country. I fished with some incredible people, and I forgot all about the fish we caught, but I still remember the people. And I'll remember this show the rest of my life, hanging out with Dale. It was good times. I hope you enjoyed it. It was certainly a good time for me. I sure appreciate you watching, and I'd like to say God bless you and your family, and thank you so much. And I'll be back next week, so please join in. We're gonna have fun somewhere else doing something, who knows what, but it'll be fun.
And don't forget to visit us at hankparker.com, the place for tips, giveaways, and more.
The house needs painting, the grass needs mowing. Where's he at? Gone fishing.